Good peoples, what's going on? Amani channel here. This is Video Fearless Live. That's what I'm calling it, Video Fearless Live. So I have an exciting lineup planned for you tonight. I have some archives. I'm going to take a trip down memory lane as I visit my Urban Report archives, because before I was the Video Fearless dude and the web video chef, which you may know me from, I was the urban reporter. So I'm going to share some memories from my past news adventures with you, and I'm also going to talk about how to look and sound amazing. I've had some awesome interviews with some folks in my closed Facebook group, the Video Confidence Accelerator. So I'm going to share some tips for all my ladies who might be feeling a little bit self-conscious. Maybe you haven't been in the hairdresser. I know that in some states that things are starting to open up, but maybe you're just not feeling comfortable about going out to get your hair fixed and you still are in the do-it-yourself mode. So I'm going to share some awesome tips with a guest that I recently had, that celebrity stylist Eva Jane Buckley, as well as share some tips to help you get out of your comfort zone when it comes to making videos. So I'm going to share all that with you this evening on Video Fearless Live. Let's go. All right, so Money Channel, we're back at you here. So as folks are checking in, please go ahead and leave a comment. Say, hey, put live if you're watching this live. If you're watching this on replay, put hashtag replay. Like I said, I have some awesome content planned for you this evening. And before I started Video Fearless and this whole help people make videos, I was making videos for a long time, since 2006 really. So when I moved to Atlanta from Tampa, Florida, I was working on my master's, and I was sort of studying convergence media because that was kind of like the buzzword back then. And I started a blog back in 2006. I was one of the first folks to really get on the blogging tip. And then soon after that, I realized that I could create a video blog, and I became a maniac because I came from a news background, but I still was kind of wound up kind of tight. So what I ended up doing was I ended up taking my camera and recording all sorts of adventures. And so I'm going to take you on a news adventure with me. This is probably 2007 or 8. I was rolling with the man Mario Page. Any of my news folks who are watching right now know Mario Page. He is the soup shooter. And we were getting ready to travel to Florida to cover Tropical Storm Faye. So this is that adventure now.
I'm getting ready to hit the road, headed to my old stomping grounds, Florida, because disaster is about to strike. Thanks a lot, I appreciate it, man. Okay, man. So as you see, folks are calling me left and right, and I gotta get ready to hit the road, so just gonna edge it up real quick, and then I think we'll be a step closer. All right, so we're looking a little bit smoother now. Just about ready to hit the road, waiting for Mario to come through. Soup shooter.
We've been on this route before. Nah, not this route, but man, when we covered Gina and all that, we all over the map, dog.
My hurricane kit, shorts, toiletries, shirts. All important rain gear. This is my old Fox 13 rain gear. Back on task. So I'm on a hurricane mission this time around.
He says he's not sure what Casey's real name is.
Mario.
He bets that her initials are CYA.
Breaking news always happens.
He's the driver of that big black Chevy Suburban gas guzzler.
All right, we headed to Florida. If you hear that little chime, that means Amani needs to put on his seatbelt.
Mario has the super duper police scanner. So Mario and I are headed to Florida to cover Tropical Storm Faye, which will probably be just a rain event. I've covered hurricanes in my career. In 2006, Charlie, Ivan Francis. There was one more too, I just can't remember it right now. But yeah, if they're like 3 or 4, then you get kind of worried about it. 1 or 2, probably maybe some wind damage, power lines down, that kind of thing. Maybe some minor flooding. We're gonna see when we get there. We got a long drive ahead.
I forgot some soap. I thought maybe we might get a nice shower down there, you know. Better than my big head shower I have at home, but probably get a lot of rain, a lot of wind. Maybe we can get Amani hanging onto a pole and get him, you know, swinging in the wind or whatever. That'd be a good video. We want it to be visually stimulating.
All right, just for you viewing pleasure, that was a walk down memory lane with my urban report, which was a project that I worked on for several years before I got into helping folks make videos. So just want to share that with you. Have many stories from hitting the road for many weeks and months with Mario Page. He was definitely the super shooter, because he would find those news stories for sure. All right, so if you're one of my lady folks who is interested in looking good and sounding good, I think you'll find the next snippet really helpful for you. So, we're still, social distancing, right? I still am not really venturing outside the house, even though here in Georgia, they've opened things up. And about a week and a half ago, I had a special guest. She's a celebrity stylist. And by the way, I want to say what's up to Donnie, who's watching this live. Thanks so much for watching, Donnie. Anybody else, go ahead and check in. I'll make sure I acknowledge where you're watching from. Love to hear from you. So Eva Jane Bunkley is a celebrity stylist. She's worked with she's an Emmy award-winning makeup artist, and she provided. I did basically like a half an hour Q&A with her, in which she provided awesome jewels for the women and men folk. Because if you haven't noticed, I'm looking kind of scruffy myself, and I decided not to shave until go back to work. So who knows how long that's going to be, because the word is we're not going back to work anytime soon. But anyways, folks are very concerned about their appearance, because if you haven't noticed, a lot of people are going live. But if you're a female, if you're a woman, then you're probably concerned about your looks, because the confidence is not only that you look good, sound good, but it's also that you have your hair done and everything right. What's up, Kim? How you doing? So Kim was actually, I'm going to have Kim on a little bit later. I'm going to have a little snippet from our interview too. Kim is the Bliss creator, and she shared some awesome tips to help you get out of your comfort zone for making videos. Also, she shared some tips on how you can start living the Bliss life. So I'm going to have that for you in just a second. In the meantime, I'm going to share a little nugget from Eva Jane Bunkley on how to look good and sound your best. She provided awesome jewels, and we're going to jump to that interview right now.
One thing that you have to consider is the target audience. Whenever you're doing your face or whatever, the confidence that you want to project is that it's coming across right to that target audience. And a lot of what I've done as far as like news anchors and those people, no, you don't need to go that far, because that's a look, and that's so that you were just captivated and won't take your eyes off. And if you're flipping channels, you're going to stop on that person. But when you're, say, the owner of your business, you're going to be you're going to have expertise, whatever that is. If it's a service, if it's a product, if it's you work for a company and you are the head of this particular division or whatever, your expertise is going to come through. So you just don't want to be maybe distracting. I mean, you don't want your hair sticking up like this to where they're like, so I don't think that the stakes are so high that you have to be, flawless and perfect and look like this news anchor, but just to the point where something isn't a distraction,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's a high bar. I really don't. I mean, wash your face, comb your hair, and then if you need to fill your brows in a little bit, put some mascara on, try a lash. Lashes are amazing for things like this. Lashes will bring your eyes out like nothing else. And you can figure out, lash tutorials, just a little strip. They're not as hard. That's why I say take risks. Do something that you wouldn't have done. Now, if you walk into work and you got strip lashes on, you might have those people, oh, what you trying to look at you? But in this arena right here on camera, it's almost to be expected, so it's not like anybody's going to be, oh, okay, so what you trying to do, be the center of attention? No, I'm just putting my best face forward. You might not even know I have on lashes right now. I mean, I do. I have on really, really dramatic ones, but they come across as just, oh, her eyes are open. She's alert. It's evening time. She looks bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
All right, those are some great tips from Eva Jane Bunkley just to help you get the right mindset around your look. She said you really don't have to do a lot. You can just do a little. And, people are kind of understanding as well. So people know that, I'm not shaving right now, or the hair is getting kind of long. It's okay, especially for the men folk. Folks are a little bit more forgiving these days, right? You have to have some grace on yourself is also a great tip that Eva Jane Bunkley shared with us. All right, so I'm going to transition now into the Bliss creator, Kim Powell, who blessed my Video Confidence Accelerator, which is my closed group, with an awesome interview just the other day. So Kim is actually a telecommunications engineer turned life coach. Really, she's a transformation coach, and she helps folks create the bliss life. Now, what does that mean? Well, living the bliss life is basically creating the life that you desire. And now that we're living in this whole social distancing world, you might not think that's possible, right? Someone else is imposing your rights to gather. But really, it goes beyond that. Creating the bliss life is about manifesting things that you want in your life. And that's what Kim helps to do. And not only does Kim do that, but she also shares awesome tips via video. Now, when I first connected with Kim, she was a little bit terrified of going on camera. And so I kind of had to nudge her a little bit, right? Just gentle nudges. That's what I like to do. I like to encourage folks. I'm a great encourager, and I provide some valuable tips. And she really took the ball and ran with it. So this is a video that she actually wanted me to show during our live conversation the other night, but because of some technical difficulties, right, I wasn't able to show the video. So I'm going to show it now, and I'll also share some awesome tips that Kim shared on how to live the bliss life. All right, so let's jump into the interview. This is the video actually that Kim created with her iPhone that she shared with her community.
Hey there, stop what you're doing. Let's bliss snap. Arrive to the moment and note what you're feeling. Maybe you're vibing high. Maybe you're vibing low. Or maybe you're somewhere in between. Now let's arrive to the present moment. Be here now. Now let's breathe 3 deep breaths. Inhale on 3. Hold on 3, exhale on 3. Now breathe normally. Pull your blissful feelings in. Now experience the bliss. Now go out there and be your blissful self.
Now, I want to thank Kim, first of all, for blessing my community with that great interview and with that great content. And you will find that that is a short example of what you can create with, she's using her iPhone in an application called Clips. Now, I will say that I helped guide her down the path, but she really took it upon herself to experiment, to play around with the technology, and to find a platform and an editing system that works for her and a workflow that works for her, which is what I encourage all my students to do. Now, when I first connected with Kim, she was terrified to go on camera. She didn't. Now, if you see her now, you will think, I don't believe it. But really that speaks to the ability of folks to take my principles that I teach and basically apply them and then take action. So Kim's going to speak a little bit to her journey now, her video production journey. Hopefully it will inspire you. Take that leap of faith to start sharing your stories, your content, your expertise, because that's really what it's all about, folks. I believe that we're living in a really special time where we can all share and help each other by empowering folks through our expertise. And my specialty is video, but you might have another focus, another specialty that you can help bless people with. So I say you got to share your blessings with video, because that's really what it's all about. So let's jump in this interview with Kim. This is a snippet from our conversation in my group. And if you haven't joined the Video Confidence Accelerator, I would suggest you do so, because this is the type of content that I feature and the type of information that you'll get by being in my group.
It's been such a journey, right? But I remember like posting stuff, right, on my site and getting people through word of mouth. And I was like, because what I do is very, application oriented. So it's doing stuff, right? And so I was like, how can I get people to understand what I'm saying? And you start talking about just go online, just do it, just make it. And I was like, I'm not sure. I don't know how to do that, but I did it. I just took your word for it, and I just went for it. It helped that you gave me all that technical stuff. Like I had no idea. I always felt like other people knew more than I did about about videotaping. And so here's this guy, y'all, Amani, who's like a professional videographer, reporter, all this stuff. And he's telling you, look, y'all, this is all you need. Get yourself a microphone. I got a microphone. Get yourself a light. Make sure he told me all these things, and I just did what he said. And I just went online. I don't know what I was doing, but I just went online, and I haven't stopped because I noticed that when I made a video, I got much more engagement than when I just put a static photo.
And I think that last point that she made was really poignant. She said when she made a video, the engagement that she got was a lot more significant than just using a static photo or even text or copy. It really speaks to the see cow, say cow nature of video that you can show and tell folks. You can create that emotional connection with folks. You can really create that know, like, and trust that is essential to building your customers, to building your audience, to building your following, to building your authority, all those things. All right, so that's really all I have planned for you tonight. So this is the first ever video FearLESS Live. I had a kind of a different rundown. I kind of planned this out. And so hopefully you enjoyed it. I will hop in the comments real quickly. I see Donnie's watching. I see Kim's watching. Anybody else watching, go ahead and you can ask me a question or we can interact there in the chat. If not, I will call it a night. I want to thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to do these again regularly, but really I would encourage you to join my Video Confidence Accelerator. And last thing, if you really want to get on the fast track, I created a free training to help business owners video market to attract leads and clients. Even if you're terrified of making videos, there's a link in the description to that free case study, that free training. I would encourage you to go ahead and watch it right now. There's no obligation to you. It's completely free. You just have to enter your email and I think your first name and your email. That's it. And I'll send it to you. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this first episode of Video FearLESS Live. I'll bring some more of these to you, maybe some more recaps, and you'll get the first version of the information if you join my Facebook group. But if not, I want you all to have a great night, great day whenever you're watching this video. And remember, I am Amani Channel. I'm the Video FearLESS dude who helps business owners attract leads and clients, even if they're terrified of making videos. You can do it though. You can do it. It's not that hard. Just get out there, share a story, have some fun, make a video. Have a great night, folks. Peace.